Hi, Mr. J. Barch. My name is Steven. I spoke with the receptionist today and let her know I'd be sending this video. Now, in this video, I'm going to be going over three things that you could start doing today that will actually start ranking your website above your competitors in these searches when people are searching for your terms online, like through Google and AI, right? And in turn, getting you more high quality jobs. Now, if you can see that I have the ability to do this by the end of this video, you can reach back out, we can chat, or you can just take this information and implement it yourself. So the things I'll be covering are the three things are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, content is everything on your web page, but we are primarily focused on your homepage. Now, Google likes to see anywhere between 1,000 and 1,500 words on the home pages when it comes to these service-based industry websites. This actually it'll give you plenty of opportunity to add in all the buyer intent keywords. That's basically these keyword phrases that people are searching for when they're searching for your services online. So I went ahead and pulled up the main competitor here that's ranking number one for most of these HVAC related service search results, and that's Travis Crawford. And I went ahead and put his website into this tool that I subscribe to called SE Ranking. Now, this tool basically gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google uses to rank websites. So currently, Travis Crawford HVAC.com is being found for 3,000 keywords. And over the past 30 days, their website was found for 662 or it was clicked on 662 times. I'm sorry. Now I went ahead and threw your website into the same tool, and your website is currently being found for 95 keywords, and it was clicked on twice in the past 30 days. So we can actually go back to our competitor, and what I like to do is this tool gives us the option to click that keyword's number. So we can click that and bring up all 3,000 of these keywords, these key terms, right? And we don't want to go through all of them. So I basically filtered this out through Charlotte, but you could do this for any location, right? Because what we're looking for are what we call location based buyer intent keywords, just like the Charlotte HVAC Charlotte. These terms are interchangeable, and it was searched 540 times just in the past 30 days. And you can go down the list and see all these terms, right? And they really add up. So I went ahead and did the same thing with your site. I clicked on a 95, and you have got a lot of the same, but you don't have the big one there, that HVAC Charlotte NC, the one that's getting. But anyway, even the ones that you are getting, your ranking, your position is really low. Like position 60 is actually on the top of page 7. So you're on the page 7, page 3, page 4, page 6, right? And so the goal is to get you on page 1, because so you're being found for a lot of these, but you're just not being seen because nobody's really clicking on that second page, right? So we got to get you on page 1. So that's the main thing. You want to get all that main one. We want to get in your on your website and get found for, right? So that covers content. We're going to kind of go back over it in a little bit when we talk about backlinks. But right now, I want to talk about citations. Now, when people are searching these terms like HVAC, Charlotte, NC, studies have shown that anywhere between 40 to 60% of those people are clicking on one of these businesses here. This is the map pack. This has to do with your Google business profile. This sponsored is an ad, so it's not organic. Sometimes it comes up, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it'll be a different company, right? But these are pretty much stationary unless they get outranked, right? Which we want you to do to get into this top 3. Now, reviews do play a key in this, but they're not the main factor. There's a few main factors, and the two that we're going to talk about are proximity, right? And we can't really change that unless you move, and you're in Charlotte, so you're good there. But then we're going to talk about what we call citations. Now, a citation is it creates prominence, right? And that's a main factor for Google. Citation is basically your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. Some examples of these directories are like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau. There's quite a few, and I'm sure you have quite a few, but it's usually the businesses that are in as many of these top directories as possible. And you can actually Google that. You can Google like top 100 to 150 directories for citation building for businesses. And also you want some industry specific directories. So you can Google that as well. You just Google top 100 HVAC directories for citation building. Get in as many of those as you can, as well as like your local chamber of commerce, even sponsor some baseball teams. Those links are super valuable when it comes to local SEO and getting ranked in the map pack. Now, underneath the map pack is what we call Google's organic search results list. Now, the number one spot right here captures anywhere between 30 to 60% of all the clicks, right? So this is anywhere between 40 to 60. But it's split up in between these three. This, like I said, anywhere between 30 to 60%. And that makes this the number one clicked on position on the page. And the main driver here are what we call backlinks. So when we're talking about backlinks, it's essentially other websites. And say, for example, on their pages, there's a few of these websites out there and they have a link on their page, on one of their pages, that when that's clicked, it links back to your website. Now, this is an example of a backlink, and Google uses backlinks as like an online referral system. And the more relevant that these websites are that are linking back to your site, the better. So say, for example, you have a local blog page or even a popular industry site that's linking back to your website. It's backlinks like that that's actually going to help push your website up in Google's rankings. Okay. So let's go back and look at our competitors' information here. Before we were over here at this organic traffic section, but now I want to focus on this side over here where it says referring domains and backlinks. So to be clear, it's through your content, primarily your keywords, that Google is able to find you, right? They're finding your site for all those keywords, right? Now they got to determine where they're going to place you. And they've determined to place you on not the front page, right? But they place this guy on the front page. That's all determined by their backlinks and primarily where they're getting their backlinks from. So they're currently getting 314 backlinks from 136 referring domains. This is just another term for websites. So it's where they're getting their websites from that's actually driving them up in the rankings. So let's go ahead and take a look at yours first. You're getting 5 backlinks from 5 other websites. So it's a bit of a disparity in numbers, but the good news is that it isn't really about the numbers so much. It's about, let's go back to our competitor. It's about we want to take a look at these websites where they're getting their backlinks from. We can do that. We can click on that 136. That's going to bring up all 136 of these, and we can actually go through these and find out which ones are pushing the needle, and we want to go through there and grab backlinks from all of those websites. When not every single one of them, we've got to determine which ones are good, and that's pretty much determined by DT, right? Domain, I forgot what the T is. It's DR on some of them, domain rating, but it's pretty much the rating. So the higher, the better, right? And so we want these like all these on the front page here. We want those, and you get as many as the good ones, all of them if you can. And once you're done with that, this is assuming that your keywords and your content and your keywords are right. That would actually be enough to put you in contention for the number one spot. But what would really put you over the edge is if month over month you continue to acquire backlinks from high quality, relevant other websites. This would put you in the position to take over that number one spot and get you a lot of that traffic. I mean, that's crazy traffic, right? And then you would just have the problem of, hiring people at that point. But yeah, so just to recap, first thing is going to be content. You want at least between 1,000 and 1,500 words on your front page in order to add in all those keywords, right? Second are citations. You want to be in as many of those high quality directories and industry related directories as you can. And then lastly are backlinks. You need more relevant websites linking back to your website in order to show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to HVAC companies in and around the Charlotte area. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, you can take this information and feel free to use it yourself and implement it yourself. Or you can contact me. My name is Steven. I live right here in North Carolina. You can simply respond back to this email or give me a call at 910-551-2006. Other than that, Dave, I hope you have a good rest of your day and take care. Bye-bye.